Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the valedictory function of the 8-day Faculty Development Program on Universal Human Values 2. Over the past 8 days, we have embarked on a transformative journey exploring the essence of universal human values. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to each of you for active participation, engaging discussion, and dedication to personal and professional growth. I request the learned gathering to rise for Tamil Thai Valtu. I would like to welcome Dr. Anand Stephen, Professor, Department of Physics and UHV Cell member of KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். On behalf of UHV Cell KPRIET, we welcome you all for this valedictory function of 8 days face-to-face FDP on universal human values. First, I welcome our beloved principal, Dr. D. Saravanan, who is the motivational factor behind this event. We welcome you, sir. I welcome Umesh Bhaiya, Regional Coordinator, UHV, who is our inspiration and gave insight to our universal human value journey through right understanding, right feeling, prosperity, body, self, and everything, right? So we welcome you, Bhaiya. We welcome Vijayshri ma'am from SRM University for sharing her experience to us. We welcome you, ma'am. We welcome Geeta Didi from Government Arts and Science College, Avinashi, for sharing her valuable experiences. We welcome you, ma'am. We welcome our observer, Pradeshwaran sir from SRM University. We welcome Saranya ma'am, our UHV Cell coordinator. And we welcome Jesudha ma'am, HOD English, to this event. And on behalf of UHV Cell, we welcome all the participants, which includes directors, HODs, professors of all cadres, for making this event a successful one. We welcome you all. And we welcome all our supporting members who made this FDP possible. We welcome you all once again on behalf of UHV Cell KPRIET. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. N. Saranya, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science and UHV Cell Coordinator of KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology to give a report on the 8-day UHV 1 and 2 workshop.
Yes, good afternoon all. The 8-day face-to-face AICT UHV workshop, which is held from last 23rd of September till today, that is September 30th, was a significant event designed to foster a deeper understanding of the core principles of UHV and how they can be applied in both personal and professional settings. This workshop is part of the ongoing AICT initiative to integrate value-based education into technical and professional curricula, provided participants with an immersive experience aimed at self-exploration, value-based reflection, and the development of a holistic worldview. Our resource person, Sri Umesh Jadhav Bhaiya, is a prominent person in handling UHV sessions. A key goal of his sessions was to empower educators with the ability to integrate UHV concepts into their teaching practices, thereby helping students not just to acquire a technical knowledge, but also to develop ethical and social responsible mindsets. It stressed the importance of holistic education, which include not only intellectual development, but also emotional, ethical growth. The workshop started, which provides an overview of the significance of UHV in education and society, also focused on self-awareness and understanding human aspirations, that is continuous happiness and prosperity. Next, the session delved deeper into the understanding of harmony within the individual and also explore the importance of harmonious relationships within our family. Participants discussed the roles and responsibilities of individuals within communities and how UHV principles could be applied to foster trust, cooperation, respect, everything in social setting and understanding the relationship between human beings and nature. Last day, we came up with many sharings from the participants on this workshop for these last 8 days. The resource persons, all the co-facilitators and the observers were with us for past 8 days out of their own interest. Although they are from different disciplines, they had volunteered their 9 days from the day they arrived into our campus till now towards the development of us from animal consciousness to human consciousness. Their contribution towards this topic is amazing. After my UHV session after August 2024, I'm attending their almost all Sunday weekly meetings, morning meetings in English from 1st September 2024, and the evening sessions by Umesh Bhaiya on every Monday. So his tremendous contribution towards this topic make us feeling energized. Actually, Bhaiya is traveling continuously for these sessions across India. Although he faced some health issues in the starting of this month, he was in one of the UHV session in Kashmir last week. Now he is with us. From tomorrow onwards, his session starts from SRM IST Chennai. SRM has planned this workshop based on his availability only. We are proud to and happy to have you, Umesh Bhaiya, with all these 8 days with us. His experience and knowledge sharing makes a refresh for these 8 days. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you for your time and effort. Your volunteering work is simply amazing, Bhaiya. The primary objective of the workshop was to promote the understanding and integration of UHV into our daily lives of educators, professionals, and students. By embedding UHV into education, AICT aims to encourage personal growth, harmonious relationship, and societal well-being among all. The workshop was designed to inspire participants to introspect on their own values, relationships, and behaviors, while also guiding them on how to cultivate these values in their professional roles, especially in education. Here in this platform, I'm requesting everyone to make yourself volunteered towards our human values. I request everyone to attend your regular meetings within our college. It will surely help us to self-explore ourselves and make us aware of what and how we are, so that we can bring these understandings to our students. Although we know this seems to be the preconditioning, we seem to come up with some commitments. One of the strengths of the UHV workshop was an emphasis on interactive and experiential learning. Rather than relying solely on lectures, the facilitators encouraged active participation through group discussions, reflective exercises, and case studies. This approach helped participants connect with the theoretical concepts of UHV with real-time situations, making the learning process more engaging and relevant. The reflective exercises in particular were designed to help participants to introspect yourself on their own values and behaviors. These exercises prompted individuals to examine their relationships, professional ethics, and interactions with society and nature, allowing them to identify areas where they could improve and align more closely with UHV principles. The group activities fostered a sense of community among participants, allowing them to share their experiences and learn from one another. This collaborative learning environment was crucial in helping participants gain new perspectives and ideas for applying UHV into their own context. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the esteemed resource persons who have generously shared their knowledge, expertise, and time during this 8-day workshop. The 8-day UHV workshop provided a comprehensive and transformative experience for participants, equipping them with knowledge and tools to integrate UHV with our lives and work. On the outset, I want to express my special gratitude to Dr. V. Shumati Didi, UHV Southern Region Regional Coordinator, and my heartfelt thanks for the guidance provided by Dr. Supraja Didi from SRM. On the day one, when we started applying to AICT, she's the driving force behind us and guiding in all my moments till now. Thanks for all the persons who was behind this event. Thanks for the opportunity provided. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. We now invite the participants to share their thoughts, suggestions, and key takeaways from this session. I invite Dr. Sivaraj from PSG Tech.
So happy evening to everyone. This happy evening, the word happy evening is the outcome of this UHV2. The first and foremost thing, I like to introduce myself as Sivaraj from EC Department, PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. And few takeaways from this UHV program is the first word, happiness. The happiness till before attending this UHV, we had some other meaning for the word happiness. Now we got the real meaning of the word happiness. To share something, what I have learned from this UHV, how many clothes that I have gives me that many happiness. That was my first understanding. If I have 10 clothes, happiness is 10. If I have 20 clothes, happiness will be doubled. That is what the understanding before attending this UHV. But I came to know that the cloth is a physical facility which will never give us the happiness. Even though there is a happiness, it is only temporary. So there is something is there for getting the continuous happiness. That is the understanding that I had. And for continuous happiness, so the feeling of relationship is very important. So that I have understood very clearly. So I should have the feeling of relationship with whatever I am doing. So instead of physical facility, the feeling of happiness gives me continuous happiness. The word which was uttered here is continuous happiness. I will get continuous happiness only by having the feeling of relationship, not by the physical facility. That was the first thing that I have understood, number one. And number two, it's very interesting thing. So while discussing, our Ramesh Bhaiya sir told that go to the best shopping mall, go to all the shops, try to find out is there any happiness which is being sold. So we try to search for all the shops, happiness is not being sold. So the understanding here is, okay, happiness is not sold anywhere, so because it is free of cost. So the entire secret of happiness is free of cost, that we have understood. It's really a great opportunity for us to understand happiness is free. It's a very second interesting thing, and happiness will never come by giving, happiness is never come by getting. So happiness is a state. That was very clearly that we have understood. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful exploration. And then again, in the institutions, if we have given a task, if I am given a task in an institution, even though I have a skill to do the task, even though I have an interest to do the task, even though I have a time to do the task, if I do not have the feeling of relationship towards the task may not be happy. So I should become happy first, then I should start working. That should be the understanding that I came. So happily, we should feel happy first, then we have to start doing the task, then all the tasks will happen in a more happiest way. That was a very interesting learning with respect to the happiness, that what I have understood from this UHV class. And normally about birth, about death, we have come across so many years with so many people, and very clearly we have understood self is linear and it leads to the continuous development. So the very simple thing, the secret of birth and death we have understood very clearly by self, if it is associated with the body, it is birth of the body. And the self, if it is disassociated with the body, it is death of the body, not the self. So self is continuous And then body is only temporary. Body may take birth and body may die. So it is nothing but a cyclic. So self is not cyclic like a body which do not have a development. So self is linear and non-cyclic, and hence this is the continuous development for self. So at this point of time, I remember our Tirukural. Say, பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, அருளில்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை. So what Thiruvalluvar means, பொருளில்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லை means the physical facility. அருளில்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை means that is what the self that I am relating with this learning. It's really wonderful. And again, while the course, it has been told that, so whatever we learn in this birth, so that can continue for the several birth. So one example Vaya was given. So some couples got birth in for a child in France. So for the 6 years, the child was murmuring something, and then finally the researchers identified the child is speaking Tamil language, something like that. So that is coming with the self. So now I am relating this statement with the again another Tirukural. So எளிமையும் மேமா புடைத்து. So ஒரு பிறவியில் நாம் கற்ற கல்வி நமது 7 பிறவிக்கும் வரும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு வள்ளுவர் has given one more statement. So these are all true. That is really understood by the outcome of this learning program. It's very interesting, and I'm very happy that so I have learned this much within this 8 days without uttering not even a single technical word. And sir told always, what is the eligibility for attending this program? You should be a human being. That is alone the necessary things. That was again really a fantastic thing. So always we'll look at the eligibility. What is the pre-qualification? So qualification means it should be the human being. That was very interesting thing that really I appreciate. And it has been told to share the thoughts before and after attending the workshop. So before attending the workshop, money is happiness. That was the understanding. Now I am very happy that I am not money will never give me the happiness, and I should be happy. Happiness is a state, and then I should start some work. Just number one. And the feeling of opposition is my happiness. So I always keep on scolding, okay, the country is not good, the state is not good, college is not good, department is not good. Through that, by discussing with our friends, we feel happy. Oh, we are only the great, something like that we used to think. Through by having of opposition, we have a temporary happiness among the friends, but now I came to know that feeling of relationship with me and with my family, with my society is the continuous happiness, and that has to be continued forever. And so prayer I have given before attending this workshop, I have given priority to the body, and then I have accumulated the lot of physical facilities, not only in the form of clothes. Clothes was given as a good example. Then again property, car, vehicle, and assets, so many things. We have given much significance to the physical facility before attending this program, but that is only for this birth. That is to body that I have understood. So the knowledge is very important. So I have to educate myself that I have understood after attending this course, and much more. And right now I am stopping here. And then plans for the UHP. The final statement to share is plans for the UHP. So what is the plan after attending this course? Today is the 8th day. Tomorrow is the 9th day of my USB program. So the USB program continues within me to explore more about the happiness, to explore more about the self and body, much more. And then let me continue my exploration as a volunteer with UHV team, continuously by attending regular meetings, etc. So once I get clarity, so I will communicate with my family members and society, and then finally with the UHV team support, I will like to become, it's very interesting to say, but I am working for that, I will like to become like Umesh Bhaiya in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
And
sir.
then at this point of time, I like to thank our management, PSG management, our principal and our head of the department for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here. And again, I like to thank, as a representation of all the participants, I thank the KBR management, principal and all the team, Sharanya and the UHV team for giving me this much wonderful opportunity for us to explore more the happiness and made us to understand the secret of life and much more with this kind of environment, right? Nowhere we have attended any FDP with the bed and pillows. It's the first FDP in my life where the bed and pillows gives me the entire happiness and much more. So fantastic learnings and experience with a lot of happiness. I'm leaving this FDP. Thanks a lot for all the organizers and for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I invite Dr. Ravi Kumar, Assistant Professor, Triple E Department.
So good afternoon and hearty greetings to one and all gathered here. I'll start with a sloga which means Yat Bhavo Tat Bhavati, which means you become what you think. I'll come back to that at the last part. So those who have not attended the session, I am Dr. Ravi Kumar. I'm a faculty of electrical engineering and I take care of student affairs. For those who have attended the session, I'm a 36-year-old male body, assuming the self of same age of 36, but in my mind I am somewhere around 18 to 20, maybe I am 36, but in the self I am 18 to 20. Usually we say standing in front of you. After the session I'm trying to say I'm floating in space in front of you, so that for those who have not attended, it might be little strange. You have to attend 8 days program. Those are there, they could relate. I hope they could relate at the end of the session. And I'm here to share the happiness which has happened in all these 8 days. So first role for me is to tell the takeaway. The first thing which came into my mind was takeaway. Why should I take away something? Let it be there. As sir said, love is there, harmony is there. Just we have to realize it. Let it be there. Let us shrink into the space and let us space be surrounded by us. So I'm not going to share the takeaway. I'll keep it there and I will try to get into the space where we are. So with the first takeaway, for the past 6 months I have joined gym. So from 74 kg to I have lost up to around 8 kgs. I have come around 66 kg. I was very proud of my body that I have lost 8 kg. But I didn't appreciate myself that without the help of the self, my body would have not done that. During the first session, sir said self and the body are both coexisting. So there came the a realization that without the support of myself, my body would not have made this effort. Then now I ask what next? Daily I go to the gym. For those who are seeing me newly, they will not find any difference. Oh, this fellow is like this only. Those who have seen me in the last 6 years, they could find a difference that something has changed in him and is there like that. For someone new, they will not know. I know my weight. Daily we go check the weight. It will like 200 grams increase or 200 grams decrease. If it is decreased, we will be happy. If it is not decreased, there will be a distress. The harmony in myself will get disturbed. After attending the session, I will just 200 grams. We'll work it out. We'll try to solve this. So this is one kind of a learning where I learned that the self and the body are coexisting, and without the support of the two, and we will not be able to do things. This is one part. The second part, we were talking about family, harmony in society. So I didn't want to start with society first. I thought we'll start with family. We went for a movie on Saturday night for the late night show at around 10:30. My wife made my son had a precondition that we'll go for a movie today so that from tomorrow onwards you will sit and study for your exam. They told the idea, I said, okay, precondition and sensation. I'll try to satisfy these two so that you two be happy, so that is what you know. While going by car, I asked my son, are you happy? He said, kind of, but I need a shoe, then I will be happy. Okay, precondition and some kind of a sensation you have. Again, I asked the next question, are we rich? I skipped prosperous instead of rich. My wife suddenly asked, even I do not know how much you have in your account, how will you know that we are rich or not? If it was usual self, I would have turned back and tell, shut up, we both are talking. But after the UHV program, it is like, oh, wait, I have asked a wrong question. Let me rephrase the question to the son so that he understands the situation. Then I asked my son, are we capable of getting you things that you needed? He said, yes. Okay, fine. Then we entered into the mall, we saw the movie. It was already 10:30, they didn't open the door. He was like, did they start the movie without us? I said, no. The previous show has gone. they are cleaning the seats where we are sitting. He didn't understand that. While returning after the movie, he saw the seats where usually you keep the popcorn boxes, juice boxes were set. See, this is why we were late. They allowed us late, so we were waiting outside. At that moment, he said, wait, I will take the box which we have kept. We also ordered a popcorn box. He took the box. He said, I said it is empty. We'll throw it somewhere so that it will help them to go home early. It was 2:30 already. So that kind of an attitude change, I could see him there at that time. So before the movie, we had done some shopping for him and for my wife. While returning home, it was turn of my wife to sit in the front because late night police will be there. We have to escape the checking also. So I made my wife sit and I asked her, are you happy? She said, kind of, you got me everything, but you didn't get me the ice cream. Which I asked for because it was late night, we were not able to do that. So, sir, during the session, sir said the toughest session for him was to handle the faculty. As a faculty, I think it is the toughest condition for us is to handle the spouses so that we have to break the precondition first of them so that we will be able to do that. One more short thing was my wife and my son were discussing something called a spice challenge. He said, how was the spice challenge? I was not aware of that. I asked, what is spice challenge? Even if it was before UHV, the house would have been turned upside down without knowing me anything. How you can take part in such a thing. Then I realized why. And what is spice challenge? He said each student has to bring a set of 10 to 15 cucumber with salt and chili powder and they have to eat. So I realized why my son didn't tell me. Then I asked the question why. If the cucumber was not there, my wife would have informed me to get the cucumber so that he could take part in the spice up challenge. Since it was related to cucumber, my wife has to cut the cucumber and give him. My son didn't tell me. So I asked the question why so that I could realize, oh, this could have been the problem. I was not aware what has happened. So I learned to react. So I learned the difference between react and response. So one more thing, we usually when I get back from the gym, if parents are there, they used to open the gate, keep the geyser ready and stuff. If it is wife, it will not be there. I have to go park the vehicle and sit. We cannot expect the same from the other person because their realization is different from the parents. So with this, the commitment towards UHV, I have, starting with family, we have started discussing with my son. He has changed showing some kind of a difference in his attitude and stuff. Wife, the preconditioning thing is there. We are trying to fight it out and see the end of happiness. At campus, I have to get approval from sir first, but still I will tell you, we are prepared with a survey. Sir, even I have showed to Umesh sir. Sir said okay. A concept of Grama Sabha we were discussing, and we will try to explore few parts of students based upon categorization so that we will be able to do things. Once I had a conversation with principal sir and I asked principal sir, what are you expecting from me and from the office, SA office? He said, let's give us experiential learning. That time I was not aware what experiential learning was. Even though I had an idea, this kind of experiential learning was entirely different, sir. We will have better activities from now on because I have learned what is experiential learning. So I wish everyone get into the Sukhabhava, which is the house of happiness, and we will have everything with us. I like to end with a small story. Hope you have already seen it. A man roaming in a desert very thirstily. He'll be roaming here and there. Suddenly he will see a hut. In the hut, he will see a hand pump. He will try to push the hand pump, but the water will not come there. At the corner of the tent, he will find out there is a water bottle. And the water bottle states, the label states that pour this water into the hand pump, you will get water. He had a doubt whether should I drink this water or if I don't get the water, I will be in trouble. But gut feeling said, follow, let's pour the water into the pump. He pumped, the water came, he drank, he filled the bottle and he kept it and he added one more line, believe it will happen. So we are like that person who have been roaming in the desert. We have people who have already realized and we could see the changes in them. So we will like to follow them like the person there and will be in the state of happiness. So I'll connect the first one, Yat Bhava Tat Bhavati. Let's think about happiness in continuity and let us be happy always. We were strictly asked not to say thank you, but still I would like to say thank you to the principal sir first and management and the UHV team and Umesh sir for giving us a wonderful opportunity of 8 days and making us happy all throughout. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I invite Dr. Kadirvel, Head Department of ECE, KPRIET.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone present here. So myself, Dr. M. Kadirvelu, Professor and Head of ECE Department, having 25 years of teaching experience. Out of 25, 17 years served as I head of the department. Out of 17, 11 years at KPRIET. So I like to share my experience about this UHV program. I have a lot of points to share, so it may take some more time. Please forgive me if I take a little more time than the allotted one. So before I attend to this workshop, really I had a feeling why my name was included in this program. Because I did not show any interest. I'm not volunteer myself for this program, but my name was included. Being an administrator, I have a lot of responsibility. So I used to respond to my student, faculty, and respond to all the mails. I need to complete my task on time. So in that aspect, if I sit from morning to evening here, how can I manage those work also along with this UHV program? So with that intention, I went to principal sir cabin. So I told sir, my name was there in the UHV program, and during these 8 days of time, I need to attend a lot of 2 more important meetings. Can I attend this program in the next session? Then sir said, no sir, you can try to participate in this session itself. If you have any emergency, you can skip 1 or 2 sessions that you can manage. So with that half mind I accepted, and I came to the first day of program by sharply 8:30. So we were all standing outside, and we are discussing about this program. It is a lengthy 8 days program, how we are going to manage all the 8 days here. That we know about this hall environment, there is no proper cushion chairs, ACs are not available. So how to sit in this hall for 8 days? So really it is a tough task. Like with some preconditioning mindset, we are discussing outside. We didn't enter inside. Then just after entering into this hall, I'm wondering, this hall is filled with bed, pillows, covers, and it's surrounded by chairs. Then I was wondering, what is the purpose of having bed and pillows here? How are we going to these 8 days next? Then our professor's first introduction was, in this workshop, you can sit like any poses. You can sit, you can lie, you can sit any poses, whatever you want. That gives you a first relaxment to my offer. Okay, we can sit anywhere like, because sir never minded about it. If you sit or if you lie, about it, his conscious is to deliver the lecture. So with that relaxed mindset, we started listening this program. Then on the first day it went on well, but there is no much learning. As you all said, I also had the same feeling. I did not have much of this feeling, except only one, I tell you later. Then second day, I came to know that this resource person of the of time, energy, only for inculcating the human values to the minds of faculty. In turn, it will reach to the future pillars of our country, our students. So I really I understood their values. My heartful gratitude to all the resource person of this program. So we all pray to the God, let the God give healthy and longest, happiest lives to all the resource person. Now I will come to the takeaway points of the session. So as you all said, initially I also had the same thought process. Accumulating more physical facility only give the happiness to the life. So even we are running behind that. But after this first day itself, I understood that those physical facilities are giving just a temporary excitement. It's not giving continuous happiness. It just gave me a temporary excitement only. So after attending the first day of program, my learning was, for a happy life, we need a physical facility, but in addition to that, the right relationship with right understanding. That is the most important one for us. In KPR only. If you are ideal, if you are not participating, then no value in KPR. So the second understanding or second takeaway is we need to participate. Wherever we are, we need to participate, then only we have value. This is my second takeaway. So I also understand what is human being. As you all said, that human being is a coexistence of self and body. My children's. After fourth day, I found there is a changes in my mindset. Even my children are not doing their work properly, I'm not scolding them. Even my wife scold my children also. I used to tell her, don't scold our children. It's our duty is to guide them only, not to enforcing our thought process to on the minds of children. It will create only the opposition on their minds of children only. So we won't have happiness in our life. So that day I decided so not to imposing my thought process into the others' mindset. So our duty is to guide anyone or even children or in our students. It's my responsibility. I need to guide the students. So also I understood, so anything will not happen immediately. So it takes some time. That is also I understood from the workshop. It will take natural timings, then only the things will set right. Yeah. And the fourth day of program, I think every one of us has enjoyed. So what is this fourth day program? Can you remember? Harmony. Harmony in the family. Even Sir has asked us to bring your life partners, either your husband or wife also you can bring, because that day is an important program. We all enjoyed that program. It's not only on the family, in our working place also we need a harmony. So on the day we understood what are the common mistakes in our relationships. So that was explained by our team of faculty also on the day. So we evaluate ourselves on the basis of intention. But always we evaluate others on the basis of competence. நாம தப்பு பண்ணா தப்பு கிடையாது, அது தெரியாமல் பண்ணுது. அடுத்தவங்க தப்பு பண்ணால் வேணுனே பண்ணுது. This is what our evaluations normally we had it. So after attending this 4th day program, so I decided not to evaluate anyone on the basis of competence. If they do some mistake, immediately I should not come to this conclusion. This is the skill of that particular person. So like that, we should not evaluate. Also on the day, so he has discussed about the right evaluations. So right evaluation is very, very important. That to be for being an administrative position, that right evaluation is very much important. If I over-evaluate one person, that definitely it leads ego among the other faculty. Or if I under-evaluate one person, that leads depressions on the other faculty. So far, I try to evaluate on the right evaluation only. Even after this workshop, I will be more conscious to evaluate our faculty member in a right decisions, right way only. Yeah, one more important takeaway. Many of you have forgotten to share your sharing session. So without correcting ourselves, we should not correct others. That's what the professor has taught during our program. If you want to ask one of the faculty or students to change, first we have to change. If you ask our faculty members to, students to do some work, before that we have to do that. Then only the changes will happen. So that also is an important learning. And respect, it is more than any other. So disrespect at any point of time, it leads only that oppositions. And one more takeaway before this workshop, sometimes, so normally it will happen to all our family also. We used to compare our children with other children with respect to their studies or the achievement of the other children. You see, he got first rank, he got 95%. What is the mark of yours? This is what normally every parent will do, knowingly or unknowingly. At one point of time, we used to compare our kids with other children. But after attending this program, I understood comparing our kids, or not only kids, with comparing one person with other person, it will not solve. But the ultimate objective of our intention of comparison is, if we compare, at least they will get some feeling and they will also try to improve themselves. But actually what is happening is, that leads opposition in our relationship only. And one more important takeaway is, the punishment to any mistakes, it will not make any changes in the student or anyone's life for their mistakes. So it will make even worse, and it will go opposition in the relationship only. So still many are there, so for the want of time, I'll cut short here with my takeaway points. I thank our principal sir for nominating myself to attend this workshop. Otherwise, I cannot learn what is real happiness of this life. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, professors, for volunteering and sharing your words of wisdom with your fellow participants. I humbly entreat Shri Umesh Yadav to share a few words about his surgeon to our institution.
Welcome everyone. Welcome sir. I'm quite comfortable with this. I won't take much of time, just 5 minutes. Today is the day 8. As you said, tomorrow is going to be the day 9. And in the past 8 days, what we have discussed is our individual aspiration is to be happy. And our collective aspirations is to have a harmonious society. So education has to play a very important role, because education develops the feelings, thoughts and understanding in the minds of the children. So if we provide human education, the human beings will be developed. What is happening today? Despite of our numbers of schools, colleges, university, number of students who are going through the process of education every year, we are spending 20, 25 years of in the education, the inhuman behavior is increasing upon. Parents wants to make child as an employee or employer. We also want to make you as an employer. But do you want to be an employee or a human being? This is what their expectations. You just want to earn money, or you want to live a happy life? Happy life. But then what are we doing? We are just making them employee who can earn the money. This is required, but something need to be added. So whatever the skills we are providing to them, we can continue providing. We can continue doing the research, innovation in the field of skills. But what is missing out today is the values. So majority of the problems are because of the value, the lack of values. So if we add value, then it will become the value-based skill education. Today is my 9th day in this campus. All these 9 days, every moment of my 9 days in this campus was really memorable, wonderful. So I, on my behalf and on behalf of AICT and the UHV team, would like to express the deep feeling of gratitude towards the principal of this institute. Sarvanam Bhaiya, you and your team has taken everything, care very nicely. On the evening of the 4th day, we happened to visit the cow farm and got an opportunity to meet your chairman. Somebody told me that he is one of the top 100 rich people in India. But looking at him, the way he interacted with us, the way he was carrying himself, the way he was very comfortable touching the cow, walking in the cow dung. I told him that I met many chairpersons of many big and the premier institutes of India, but you are one of the rare example. I mean, you feel like when you are moving in the campus, you feel that this is not just a commercial campus. This is one of very rare experiences I'm having in KPR, where the faculty members, HODs, principal, chairman, there are hardly bad complaints. Otherwise, in this workshop, most of the times we receive very bad complaints. So this is such a nice campus, right? So thank you so much for, this is basically the leadership of this campus who have made this campus to this level. But now I think we need to take it to the next level. And that next level is the value-based education. So if you add this value into the education, this would be really not only an inspiring educational campus institute in Tamil Nadu, but it has a potential to become a holistic value-based living model, a living model of harmony. We need models. So one of the model in India, or maybe this can be a living model of harmony, which can show a path that how the educational institute should be to the world. And this has got these potentials of this in this particular institutions. In the past, 9 days, I remember the moment I landed on the airport, Ganeshan was there. Is he here? So Ganeshan drove me from airport to here. Very nice driving, good driving. So deep, feeling of gratitude. In all these 9 days of our stay in this campus, we found this campus is very neat. It's very clean. Every day morning we walk to breakfast, and we see this, all the team cleaning it very beautifully, right? I have given this example. If you look into this building, right, there is a washroom. So many people are using this washroom. And not only these people, but minimum 4 times more than these people are using the washroom in the break. But you go to the washroom, any point of time, you will see it's very neat and clean. Akka, please come here. Vanga, vanga. Akka, vanga. Anybody can translate, you know what I'm saying. Vanga. Vanga, vanga. Come. See, this Akka, even in the 7 o'clock in the morning, I saw her in the hostel, right? Bending, cleaning. In the afternoon also, after the lunch when I go, she was cleaning it. In the evening also, 4:30, you know, went to the tutorial, I went, she was cleaning it. Nandri Akka. Nandri. See, like Ravi Bhaiya has said, we go to see a movie and then we drop everything, right? Just have a thought. Every day evening when we leave the classroom in a very bad shape. But next day morning when we come to the classroom is neat or clean? Because you know they all are working. That is the reason we are able to take our classes in our classrooms. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sabri sir and team who has also supported. Is he here? Patanna Swami and sir? All right. All the UHV core team, Saranya Didi, come, Subramaniam Bhaiya. Renuka Didi, Anand sir. Yeah, you can call your members. You know, like, I'm not boasting myself, but it was really, really difficult for me to come down to this place for the 8 days. It was really difficult. But in PSNA, the workshop was going on. I already had some other priority and the commitment. But the Saranya Didi was the first in PSNA. She said that we are conducting this workshop and you have to be there. So that has just given a thought into me. Okay. After the PSNA, Dindigal, because sometimes you know, people say formality, okay, you have to come. But after PSNA Dindigal, I went to Pune. I was conducting workshop in Pune and I got a message from Subramaniam Bhaiya. And he said, Guruji, you need to come. Right? After that couple of messages, Sudha Didi, you can also come. Yeah. Come. So Sudha Didi, you know, she literally called me. And she said that the KPR management has taken so much of, you know, taking so much of initiative, and then we need. So because of Sudha Didi, Saranya Didi, and Subramaniam Bhaiya, they literally forced, pursued, and pulled. All these three things have happened. So thank you so much for that. If you would have not done all these things, I could have missed opportunity to be here. So I got this opportunity because of you only. You know, all of our hostel people, all of the cook who cook, anyone here, please come. I'll tell you a story how the things changes can happen very quickly, right? On the first day evening, one day before this FDP, we had a dinner, right? He prepared the dinner as per his test. But my test bud, are very sensitive to hot and chilly and kind of things. So I just simply told him, from the next day breakfast till today's lunch, I got all of my food with my test. See, this body is used to Maharashtrian food, the Marathi food. Now when the body gets exposed to the different environment, different food, different water, it finds very difficult to adjust. But today is the 9th day. I did not have even a small irritation in my stomach. There was no problem at all. And that's basically an indication that you all have cooked the food with a lot of affection, with lots of, the best food. So thank you so much for providing food. The food was being served timely with all the required spices and the test. Thank you. Store have participated into it, right? Where is she? And where is your friend? Yeah, come. You can bring. Who all are there who handle these technical things? See, we all were here trying to listen the content attentively, but they have listened it very attentively. From the first minute of the session till the last minute of the session, see, this is what is called responsivity. They didn't just turn on the systems and left, right? But they turn on the systems, they remain on the systems, they were listening to the systems, and just on the second day, evening, she asked, can I have this PowerPoint presentation? So she was not only doing the things, she was listening to it. And this morning, she asked Vijayashri Didi, why are you conducting this for the faculties? Why not for us? Sir. Yes? All right. Thank you. So now you all are developing, right? You can start conducting sessions for your non-teachings. It will certainly help. You can start conducting sessions for the students, all kind of things. First years, all, right? The all first years, very interesting things that happen. I think on the day 1 or day 2, I called some of the students and I asked, is there any your teacher sitting here? So they said, I don't know. Because we are first year and our classes have not started. My classes had not started yet, but I have started taking the responsibility of the college. Thank you so much. You all can come here. Thank you so much, right? When we have the young people like you, come on this side. When we have young people like you who are willing to share your responsibility, even the classes have not started, then definitely before going to the society, you will start taking the care, responsibility of the society, right? So thank you so much. Thank you for your all support. And then the most important, come here, Tambi. Yeah, staying behind the cameras, shooting all these things, clicking the photographs, that is such an important thing, right? Doing all these things. And as I mean, this is the team. Anybody I missed out? Right? This is the team who worked for the success of this FDP. And for us, the FDP was only for 8 days. But this team must have worked. Particularly the core UHV team have started working on this FDP right from the Dindigul FDP, which means July. So a lot of things, a lot of efforts they have done. Because of that, whatever the success we reached, and at the end, on behalf of all this team, we all are expressing a deep feeling of gratitude towards each one of you. So thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nandri. 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 Nandri Akka.
Thank you, sir, for those awe-inspiring words. SA would like to express their gratitude to the student volunteers with a gift. I humbly request Sri Umesh Jadhav to do the honors. I invite the following students to come. SA would like to express their gratitude to the student volunteers with a gift. I humbly request Sri Umesh Jadhav to do the honors. I invite Dr. Ravi Kumar, Student Affairs, out to the stage. Onto the stage. I invite the following students to come forward and accept the token of appreciation. Pranav Guru, Vritikesh Vipin, Ritanya, Kirtiga, Nilashri, Jayashri, Anu Priyanka. Thank you, sir and ma'am. I would now request Dr. Devi Priya, Head Department of Computer Science Engineering, to read out the letter of gratitude.
A pleasant evening to one and all gathered here. So, we are not supposed to give thanks, but we would like to express our sense of gratitude through this. KPR Institute, actually I have not written English poems or something like it. I usually write Tamil poems. This is the first time I'm writing in English. If there are any mistakes, kindly apologize. And KPR Institute dedicates this letter of gratitude with letters of applause and salutes. Letter of gratitude with letters of applause and salutes to the man of attitude, with thoughts of high altitude, irrespective of our latitude and longitude. Our birth on earth, life with nature's breath and fear of death. Together, now, we'll take a new path henceforth. Together, we will take a new path henceforth, handful of claps to your footpaths. Every day, you work with value. You work with value under the sky in blue. We owe our thanks and gratitude in queue with undue respect for your universal view, Now, we backtrack our backs with stacks of tasks. With lack of right understanding, where we were suffering standing alone, carrying selfish feelings of happenings along, spreading wrong makings of self. Naturally, we either overact or underact. Attracting attacks on all directs with lots of side effects. Now, we learned to respond with affection, creating fond of bonds in this land. With your partnership of thoughts, we understand that flips in relationships make us slip like Titanic ship. Now, we gained clarity about disparity, ensuring unity in diversity. With complete state of harmony, and no fond for money, you made us bond with words of honey and honesty. Through your small stories, you made us bury all our bad, and grade us with shades of glory. Your therapy created melody of heavenly remedies. We value the evaluation of your valuable values. And discover our love and value of life. This workshop made us work sharp and think sharp. And upon reference to your sessions, realizing the significance of acceptance, evidencing the luminance of consistence, competence, existence, and coexistence, we drop out all our dominance and take away assurance of natural acceptance in this universe of values. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to hand over this letter of gratitude to Umesh Bhaiya and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am, for the poetic rendition. It's a pleasure to welcome Dr. T. Jayasudha, Head Department of English and UHV Cell member of KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pride to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team for this enriching and 8-day faculty development program on Universal Human Values 2, organized by our esteemed institution. At the outset, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our Umesh ji. His expertise and vision have provided us with great inspiration and set the tone for this entire program. Thank you, Umesh ji. I also extend my sincere thanks to the management, Chief Executive A.M. Narrajan sir, and our Principal Dr. D. Saravanan sir for their continuous support and encouragement in making this FDP a grand success. A special thanks to our resource persons, Professor Vijayshri ma'am, Professor Maithili ma'am, Professor Geeta ma'am, who have shared their profound knowledge and experiences with us over the past 8 days. I record my thanks to Mr. V. Pradishwaran for his tremendous support throughout the program. Thank you, sir. I would also like to acknowledge heads of various departments, directors, the faculty coordinators of UHV, technical team, and support staff, and my dear students whose tireless efforts and meticulous planning ensured that each session went off seamlessly. Your hard work behind the scenes played a vital role in the success of this event. My special thanks to BME department for their invaluable support in providing necessary accessories, assistance with printing, and many. My gratitude goes to Student Affairs team for recognizing and honoring our students' voluntary efforts. I also thank Dr. Devi Priya ma'am for a wonderful poem on gratitude. To all the participants, thank you for your active participation, thought-provoking questions, and for making this a highly interactive and engaging program. Finally, I extend my appreciation to all those directly or indirectly involved in organizing this FTP. May we all continue to validate and apply the proposals so that we live in continuous happiness with the feeling of relationship and right understanding in all levels. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Please rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य